Fawasha Zab
Hello omies, I'm Simquoya, and today's video is all about our Family Dynamics Legacy founder. So I am so excited for this video because I have been holding on to this for weeks and weeks and weeks. A couple weeks back, I took to Twitter to I made a poll asking who should my Family Dynamics founder be. So I had this guy, Reese Carter, and I also had another sim, Fallon Divine. And now, okay, if you saw the results of the poll, you might be like, why is Reese right here? Didn't Fallon win? Okay, so I made a mistake. I forgot that I set my poll to be 24 hours. I thought it ended the night that I uploaded it. So that night, Reese was winning by a landslide. And then I woke up the next day and I was like, oh no. Fallon started winning, but I had already, I was so excited. I had already started recording with Reese. So Blood Noodle made a great suggestion. She was like, well, why don't you just put both of them in the legacy so we can see them? So I'm like, okay, that's a great idea. So anyway, I just hopped in cast so you could get a quick overview of his looks and his style, because on Twitter I only put his headshot. I didn't put his outfits at all. So Reese is a neat sim, so I wanted that to be portrayed in his attire and his hairstyle. He does have a back tattoo, but other than that, oh, and his do-rag. Check my man's out. I had to give him the do-rag, okay? Keep them waves on swim so they hate on him. And and a blue one. I just love these do-rags. They are so beautiful. Okay, and he's got a little funky sweater. You know, I like his style. I like it. Hold on, my eye's itching. Okay, sorry if you could hear my sweater. This is not a sweater. What do I have on? A t-shirt. Anyway, so yeah, so this is Reese and this is his style. I may give him a couple more outfits in the categories where they aren't all filled, but I think this is fine for right now because I'll be playing on normal mode, not long. So again, this is the Family Dynamics Challenge, and this episode I really just want you guys to get introduced to Reese, and let's change that cell phone case because yeah, we're not going with the regular one. I definitely got that from Ocean Sims a few years back. I had no idea that you could change the color of your phone, and then she was changing it and I was like, oh my gosh, every sim has to have their cell phone cover changed now. I want this video just to be an introduction into who Reese is, get a little bit familiar with his background, what his goals are, in addition to the actual Family Dynamics challenge itself. So if we go over the Family Dynamics rules, challenge and rules, you have to begin with a single sim, no cheats or mods that serve to enhance gameplay or other simmers. You can use free real estate on or starting the first generation. Custom saves are allowed and encouraged, so I actually am playing in the tiny root save file. I'll link it in the description. Each career and aspiration must be completed unless expressly stated otherwise. And then for Generation 1, it's called the White Picket Fence. So from the time that you strike out on your own as a young adult, you dream of cultivating loving, familiar relationships as rich and unique as the dishes you love to create. You marry younger than some of your friends, raise a bundle of children, and enjoy gardening and entertaining in your spare time. Yet, you still devote a portion of your life to your hidden dream of becoming a master chef. So, your traits should be outgoing, foodie, and family oriented. And I know I said in the cast overview that he is a neat sim, but that's just kind of in my mind, since we can only have 3 traits and since these are the traits that are required for the challenge. So you can kind of see, I actually didn't change the furniture in this build. I did delete the bedroom furniture in that room behind him by the bookshelf because he doesn't have kids yet, so he didn't need a twin bed. And eventually, as he makes more money, I want him to get a computer and turn that into his office. But yeah, so the career, aspiration is successful lineage. Career is, of course, culinary. And the rules are to complete at least 5 gold level dinner parties, which I never do, so yay. Master cooking and baking skills. Marry as a young adult and stay happily married until death do us part. Have 3 to 4 children. Maintain a garden with at least 10 unique plants, including a cow plant, and complete at least 3/4 levels of the aspiration. And upon completing level 5 of the culinary career, you may also choose to leave that career and open a restaurant instead. And I do want to say that I was inspired to start this challenge by Ocean Sims, Plumset, and Simmy. They all were doing the Family Dynamics challenge and it looked so much fun. And I'm doing a Let's Play called Rosie in the City right now, and it is in no way, shape, or form family gameplay. And I have been itching to do some family gameplay. Like, I do family gameplay off screen in my own time, but I really wanted to bring some family gameplay to the channel. And I was going to choose my big A legacy family that I've been playing with for a while now. But I'm like, you know what? I don't know that I really want to have them on the channel. I'll probably bring them on as like current households every now and then and just kind of keep screenshots on Tumblr, because I love documenting my Sims and my gameplay, because once I finally let them go and pass so the generations can grow, I definitely want to look back on them and all the memories from playing, because I love this game so much and I love my Sims too. But yeah, so as you can see, I got him a B box. It's not required in the challenge rules, which I just read over, but I felt like he can use it as additional income and he can use it in recipes, so why not? And I also put those 2 planters outside for him. And so let's get back into Reese and who he is. So I already told you guys that Reese is a neat sim. And he originally was pursuing a career as an aerospace mathematician, but he slowly started to lose his passion. So he watched a documentary about farm-to-table cooking and was inspired to start growing his own food. So combined with his dedication of living a healthy physical lifestyle, he felt that combining healthy meals with that would only amplify his well-being. So he became obsessed with learning about vegetables, fruits, and the body, and he decided to leave his path of becoming a mathematician and pursue cooking. His friends didn't understand and didn't think it was worth leaving a high-paying career path just to play in a garden and cook, as they say. But to Reese, it was way more than that. He didn't grow up on healthy foods, and he's from a place where food deserts are an issue in his community. So he studied and learned the truth about the origins of food in his culture, and he wanted to spread that awareness and access to his people. So Oasis Springs is actually where he's from and where he grew up. So he decided to move back to Oasis Springs after quitting his career as an aerospace mathematician. Can I talk? Nope, but y'all know this. He decided to move back home to Oasis Springs to make a change in his life and an impact in his community. And he's also hoping to find someone to share this journey with who can understand, support, and respect this journey. So that is Reese in a nutshell. And when I saw that he was winning, I was like really excited to play him. And then I just bought the B box and I bought the planters, and next thing you knew, I just had this whole idea just brewing, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. So then when I saw Fallon started winning, I was like, I can't let Reese go. I just can't. I'm like, his story is too good. It's too rich. Like, we have to play with Reese. And Fallon can, of course, amplify that story, but I hadn't come up with one for her yet. So we're definitely going to have to figure out what her story is. And side note, to all my YouTube creator pals out there, I'm gonna let you know, I watch your videos all the way through. I watch those ads all the way through, unless they hit me with like a 45-minute. Then I'm like, oh, okay, I can give you a good like 1 to 2, 3 minutes, but I'm gonna have to skip through that. But anyway, on one of you guys' videos, there was an ad by somebody called Nor. I guess you say Nor like knee. Nor Nutrition Heroes. And they had a guy on there named Arnett Woodle. And when I tell you, he is like the older version of Reese, I was literally sitting there watching the ad shook, like mind blown. So let me read you guys about Arnett, because I actually like went to the website and I learned more about him. So yeah, so I was all up in the mix getting you that ad revenue, and I always do for y'all. So yes, because in my mind, I'm like, if we can pay for Hulu and still sit through multiple ads, why can't I sit through ads on YouTube for free? It's no big deal in my book. Anyway, on to this guy who is basically the older Reese. So Arnett Woodle is a Philadelphia-based entrepreneur, youth educator, and community health advocate. He is owner and operator of West Philly Produce, which he transformed from a blighted lot into a vibrant neighborhood produce market. At his store, families can access fresh, affordable quality foods, and youth can connect around gardening, chess, and other programming led by Arnett. Now, that is so spot on for what Reese wants to do. So Reese is definitely not going to master the culinary career, because he is going to open a restaurant, and he wants it to be farm to table style. He wants it to be affordable, accessible, and educational. He wants to inform his community. He wants to definitely instill in his children and the youth in the community about, growing your own foods and being sustainable and all those great things. So when I saw this ad with Arnett, I was like, yeah, wow. Yo and wow, yow. Anyway, yeah, perfect, spot on. I'm gonna put a link to that too in case you want to watch the little video about him, because yeah, that was just magnificent. But whew. Okay, I'm talking a lot, but anyway, so yeah, so Reese I just had him go fishing. He caught a little bit of fish. So like I said, I want him to be really sustainable, and I recorded like before cottage living came out. So we don't have like the simple living lot traits yet, which I may or may not do in this challenge. We'll see. Once you start having a whole bunch of toddlers, ooh, child. Needing all the ingredients and stuff is going to be difficult, but we will see. We will see. So he doesn't have a computer right now, but I want him to go to the library. And I want him to go to the library and use the computer, because one of my personal goals for him in this challenge, which I may or may not be doing too much, but that's neither here nor there. I want him to write a cookbook, and I want him to write the cookbook before he opens the restaurant. So in my mind, Reese is going to use social media to kind of grow his name and grow his brand and like, spread the awareness of his mission, online. So I want him to get really popular with social media. I want him to take pictures of his food and his garden and upload it to his Simstagram. I want him to then create a cookbook, which gets really, really popular. And once he, garners all that attention from the cookbook, I want him to open his restaurant. So that's kind of the trajectory that I want him to follow, is to social media, cookbook, and restaurant. So he's going to the library to practice his writing so that he can write a really good cookbook. That's what I want him to do. And so the cookbook is going to be something along the lines of like Fit Men Cook, farm to table style, something like that. And so I brought him out to the library in Willow Creek, because there's not a library in Oasis Springs. I'm hoping after a couple of days of working, he can afford, a desk and a computer so that we can do this from home. But I like getting my Sims out of the house, so I really don't mind that he has to like travel. Hopefully he can meet somebody or, his future boo. Okay, so I've had Reese writing here for a couple of hours now, so he's going to head back home. And y'all, look at the moon. Oh, I mean, I say this every video where the moon is present, but I absolutely love the moon. Like, I have a moon tattoo. I love the moon in the game. Like, oh my gosh, it's just so beautiful. I love it. Okay, and we are back home, and we're gonna look for the moon again. Yes, there it goes. Oh, he looks beautiful over here. I just love how different the worlds are in these scenery. Okay, no, we're not gonna cook eggs and toast right now. Okay, Reese might be like me. Maybe breakfast is his favorite meal of the day, because he was definitely just about to make some breakfast for the late night. And me and my mom, we are those people, like, if we want breakfast at 10 o'clock at night, we're going to make breakfast at 10 o'clock at night. And let's just run over here and take this opportunity to get a thumbnail, because hello, it's just too beautiful to pass up. Yes. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to keep it right behind his head, but this is a good start. I did not let him come inside and make the breakfast. I decided to just have him chef up a quick little salad. Skirt. He is not making a salad. He just made some dumplings, I guess, and he just reached cooking level 2. And I did have the talents and weaknesses mod. Well, I mean, I still have it in my game, but I had him to have the talent to be a good cook, but he was increasing in his cooking skill really, really fast. And I didn't want him to go that fast, so I just removed it. I didn't make it a weakness. I didn't make it a talent. So he's just advancing and cooking at the normal speed, because he got up to like level 4 of his cooking in like 2 days. So, girl, get gone. Bye. We're gonna grow some garlic. We're not dealing with vampires in this series. Sorry. Okay, so he just ate his dinner, and I want him to brush his teeth. Oh man, he didn't take a picture of his food. I wanted him to take a picture of his food for Simstagram, but that's okay. And so I really want this to be a chill and laid back series. You know, I definitely am going to keep the story element, you know, as much as I can, because that's just how I play. Like, I try to play casually and not have a story, and then I have a story. But, you know, as far as everything else goes, I want to keep it pretty chill and relaxed so that I can update these videos pretty often. But yeah, so this is pretty much a day in the life of Reese. It's the next morning, so Reese is just cleaning up a couple of dishes, and he is about to go on his morning run. So I'm trying to have him wake up between like 5 and 6 every morning and go on a early morning jog. So that is definitely, you know, one of his commitments to himself, and the things that he likes to do is to stay fit and stay active, and he likes to get his day started and going with a morning jog. And so really in this episode, I just wanted you guys to kind of see, like, you know, what is a day in the life with Reese like? Who is he? What are his habits? What does he like to do? What drives him? All those things. And I'm so excited to play the family dynamics challenge. Like, when I read through all the generations, I was like, oh my gosh, like, it starts out with a white picket fence, but it gets crazy, y'all. It gets crazy. So I'll be really excited to see how things you know, go as we get through the generations. And I know for generation 2 that Sim is supposed to live in the basement of this house, which does not have a basement yet. So I think we're going to stay in this house, because he's going to need to save up a lot of money to open this restaurant. So we're probably going to have like the what's it called, the basement maybe come out of the, well, that doesn't make sense to come out of the garage, or does it? Do any of you guys have basements that you enter from the garage? Let me know. I mean, there's plenty of room to have the stairwell go like somewhere else, like right there where he's at right now. But yeah, so we're gonna have to add a basement for his future child. Oh, I want to see what his children are gonna look like. I'm so ready to just get through this legacy. I mean, I don't want to rush it, but I just want to see everything. It's been so long since I've played with Sims and like had them get pregnant and have babies and just do all of those things and ignore the old calendar. I know it's not updated yet, but you know, whatever. Alrighty, so Reese just made his fruit salad. So before you get to munching and eat that whole bowl, let's take a picture to upload to Simstagram. So yes, he is that guy, and if you go to his Simstagram, he is going to have pictures of his food, but it's pictures of his food with purpose, okay? He's going to have the recipe. He's going to talk about the superfoods, and he's going to talk about the benefits and all those other things, you know. He is out here educating the world. He is putting y'all on. He's inspiring the men. He is inspiring the youth. So yeah, he's that guy who puts his food on Simstagram, but like I said, it's with purpose. Alrighty, and we're gonna add to your Simstagram story too. We gotta get these followers up. I wish they could add to their Simstagram story sitting down. Like, I hate that they always have to stand up, but you know, whatever. Sims can only do but so much. Yay, on the road to fame. I have another, so my sim in the legacy that I mentioned earlier that I play off camera, she's also a cooking sim, and she's mastered the culinary career, and she has a restaurant. Like, I mean, she's basically she's basically the first part of the Family Dynamics challenge unintentionally, but she I want to say, is she? I think she's a little bit past a rising star. I can't remember what that is, but she's got a little bit of fame too. So I would really like for Reese to have some fame to go along with my story for him with this cookbook and, you know, opening the restaurant and the social media thing and all that jazz. But Victor, we are not going. No, sir. We are not. We'll take a vacation later, and it won't be to Batu. No. But anyway, this was a day in the life with Reese Carter, our Family Dynamics Legacy founder. He's just gonna watch a little bit of TV and get some cooking ideas from the cooking channel. Maybe he's watching, Food Network or something. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm super excited. Leave your comments and your thoughts below. Are you playing the legacy? Are you playing the Family Dynamics challenge? Just leave any thoughts you have below. I love chatting with you guys. And subscribe if you haven't already. I would love for you to join the Koi Pond. And until next time, peace.